Hi there, thank you so much for tuning into the borrowing and regrouping practice. I'm going to start off with talking about regrouping for when we get into adding mixed numbers, and then we'll talk about borrowing for when we're subtracting. So the first half of tonight's homework is when we have essentially an improper fraction mixed in with our whole number after we're done adding. So what happens is we're going to take away one full whole from the fractional part and transfer it into the whole number that we already have. So we have 9/7 here. So if we're taking away a whole of that fraction, we're going to do 9/7 minus 7/7. And that's going to be the same thing as taking away one whole. So since we're taking one whole away from this side, we can't just have it disappear. We need to transfer it as a whole to the other side, which is our whole number side. So as we're subtracting 1 from our fraction, we're adding 1 to our whole number. So this 4 is going to go up by 1 to get us to 5. And then our fractional part is going to be 9/7 minus 7/7, which leaves us with 2/7. So that's going to be our new fractional part. So in order to regroup, we're going to take that one whole away from 9/7, transfer it to our whole, so our new mixed number is going to be 5 2/7. Now we don't have that improper fraction over here anymore, but we haven't changed the value of what we have. So again, if we're looking at number 2, we have 3 9/8. I can see that my numerator is larger than my denominator, so I know that I have a fraction greater than 1 here. So I have more than a whole here, so I'm going to take that out and transfer it over to the whole number that I already have. So 9/8 minus our whole 8/8 is going to leave us with 1/8 here. But this one whole is going to transfer to our whole number that we already have of 3. So that 3 is going to go up by 1 whole. So it's going to become 4. And then our fractional part that we're left with is 1/8. All right, and then that's for regrouping. So when we're taking away from the fractional part and adding to the whole number, if we need to borrow in order to make our numerator larger, we're gonna do essentially the same thing, but just opposite. So we're gonna take 1 away from the whole number and add it as a fraction to the fractional part. So if we're looking at 7, instead of having this 1 here, we're going to take that whole number 1 and we're going to break it up into a fraction, still with the same value of 1 whole, and we're going to add it to 3/4. So if we're taking our fractional part of 3/4 and adding 1 whole, this 1 whole is going to be broken up into a fraction of 4/4. And we're going to say that 3/4 plus 4/4 is 7/4. And then we're not left over with any whole numbers here. So instead of writing 0 and 7/4, just leave it as a regular old fraction of 7/4. And now hopefully that numerator will be large enough to be able to do whatever subtraction we're going to be needing to do on Thursday when we do our subtracting mixed numbers lesson. For number 8 here, we have more than 1 whole. So since we have more than 1 whole, we will have a whole number left over in our mixed number. So we're going to take just one of those wholes. So from 3, we're going to subtract out 1. That's going to leave us with 2 wholes. And we're going to transfer that 1 whole into fraction form. So we're starting out with 1/5 as our fraction, and we're going to add that 1 whole that we just subtracted out of the 3 in fraction form to our fractional part. So we're going to add 5/5. 1/5 plus 5/5 gets us to 6/5. So we have 2 6/5. And then we talked a little bit in the afternoon class, the blue class. I did not mention this with you guys in the green class, but if you needed to continue to borrow, you can. So let's say we needed this 6 to be even bigger. We can, if we need to, take another whole out of that 2 and subtract it out and keep going. So if we take one more out of there, we are able to do that. I just want you guys to see how this works just in case you ever need it. But if we take one more whole, we can take 1 away from the 2, make that a 1, and then again add another 5 fifths to 6 fifths, and then you will have 11 fifths. So 1 and 11 fifths, and then maybe you're good with 11 and you're able to do whatever subtraction you're going to be needing to do. So that's just some food for thought for that one. I hope this video helped. Let me know if you still need any more help further in class. Thank you. I'll see you all tomorrow.